Oh. Hello.
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 I'm live now.
Thank you once again
Roll
for
up in your mouth.
That's quitting my nail.
thank you once again for the ultimately professional D&D stream that is Dithering Fights. Always on time at 3:30.
Half free.
8:30. Yep.
Always on time.
Always on time. Never.
Half past something.
Never drunk or intoxicated in any
Oh,
sort.
that reminds me, I need to get some.
Would it be a bottle of rum?
It might be. Can't be easy for you, it's next to the kettle.
Well, I was doing an intro, but sure.
No, go on. Intros aside.
Well, but there's a dog in here. I'm gonna get distracted.
I'll finish the intro.
It needs the important thing.
Thanks for joining us today on Dithering Fights. We've got no James today. He was gonna come as usual, but he didn't.
Ditched us.
He didn't. But we've got Dave back. There it is. That's the stuff. Passes that here, otherwise I can't DM without it.
That's his excuse.
Everyone has an excuse.
Ah yeah.
So where was we? Thank you for joining us. Let's get to it.
Yeah, Dave's not here. Let's just get on with it.
Dave is here.
James
James is
James
here.
is here.
Right,
I'm here.
one of the bearded men is not with us, but the other one is.
They can't both be in the same place at once.
Oh, the universe will implode.
Wow, we've never actually gamed together yet.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Mm. James, move up north.
Move up north, James. Hey, he better be watching.
I should expect so.
Someone send him a text.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so we still don't have another camera. So we've very last minute, because we're super prepared. We've stuck in some old images of characters that quite possibly are dead.
And are just out of date.
And are out of date. So the ones of the characters that aren't dead have the wrong levels on them. Mozu and Nigena. They're dead.
If you want to find out why, watch the previous
Yeah,
episode.
watch the previous episodes.
Shall we get to it?
Let's just get to
Yeah.
it. So I'll just do a quick thank you to Forgotten Adventures, who their amazing artwork, which is available to everyone on forgotten-adventures.net. Possibly.
You're not very good at this. James has it all wrote
He
down
does.
already.
James does this, and I'm just, when you put something to the back of your mind because it's like that's not important anymore.
Forgotten what?
Adventures.
Forgotten Adventures. Forgotten-adventures. It might be a .org, Might be a .net. It's a dot something.
Great. Just Google it.
Yeah, it's Google it. Kevin MacLeod does the music, and Eldon Tower does the artwork used to make the campaign map. That's sad. Let's crack on. Ooh, I think Sarah said she was going to do it.
No, I didn't write no notes.
It is a .net.
It's a .net.
It is a .net.
Nailed it.
I'm not looking at Kevin MacLeod's. Well, I've just done a rundown for Dave. So
Let's see what Dave listened.
Oh,
Nah. It's first,
Chinese whispers. Let's see what Dave in his haste state remembered.
It is very brief catching up.
What do you
Yeah,
remember?
very brief catching up. I believe Scattles found some deeds.
Scattles did find some deeds.
That's the only thing I didn't remind him of.
And
Those deeds were found in the session when you were here, though.
Lost. No, it wasn't. And Lost.
Okay.
Lost was banging the door down, and Skittles was he fucking?
Okay, I'm just going to take over. So,
Handle through, I believe. The whole
so for those who haven't already just turned off, I believe we started mid-dungeon, mini-dungeon. We found a room containing a magical seal, which turned out to be necromancy, maybe. But it was, we believe it was doing an effect similar to that of Turn Undead. After that, we basically just we cleared the rest of the underground chambers, found some deeds, decided to basically get out of here. At the top of the stairs, we found an old accompanying sort of party member. He's our employer. It's important that we keep him alive, and we lost him.
Lucian.
for lack of a
I'm
better.
just going to chuck something in here just to remind you because it's easy for players to forget, especially when your DM is creating a compelling and interesting storyline that is enthralling. Lucian hasn't paid you yet.
No, we're supposed to get him back.
I imagine it's pay on completion.
Says, do you remember how much you agreed to do this for?
Did you write that down, Sarah?
I don't know. I will have a look.
Was it 200 gold?
I have a feeling we're not being paid in gold. But that could just be wrong. Anyway,
Sorry, yeah, continue.
we met up with our employer, Lucian, who had been MIA, for lack of a better expression. Decided to, well, we thought the best place to get a bead on the town would be to go to the big tall keep, because it's not a castle, it's barely a keep, in fact.
Yeah.
To which Lucian responded, that's where the witch resides. He had explained that he'd had a brief conversation with the witch, so we thought we'd pay her a visit. TLDR, we got Mozu back, or we got his corpse back. Had a very, very interesting conversation with the witch that I'm not going to go into. If you're that curious, watch last episode.
We could take the treasure.
Oh, great.
And
yeah, the only thing
he
was
wanted the
book.
knowledge and the book, and we can take any coins and gems that we might find.
Have we found any coins or gems?
We haven't been looking.
That's a fair point.
I have a feeling he was meant to loot the people that
we
we
found
picked
new
up.
companions.
Yeah, we lost a few, found a few.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, that's a pretty good rundown. Some of the things you did. Lucian also mentioned there was a part of the town that he visited, but wanted to avoid, that had stone statues in, many stone statues.
Oh, yeah.
You ended the session kind of with, okay, what now? What are we going to do now? Let's just leave and decide afterwards. So
We wanted to walk past as close to the statues as we could get away with.
yeah. Is that small child?
The little tail.
No.
Yeah.
What do you want?
To ask if anyone was on the toilet. I normally tell her the cat's on the toilet and then she doesn't go in either. Yeah, Tony's on the toilet.
Alright, so, yeah, that's where we're going to pick up. So you guys are literally leaving the keep and walking down the stone steps. I will be covering Scattles today, because James has got something better to do. That's right, he hasn't got anything better to do, he's just not here. And Kevin, to answer your question, depends what sort of character sheets you want. If you're playing pen and paper, you can just Google it, you just put character sheets in, 5th edition character sheets. If you want to play on something like this, then you need to go to Differing Fights on YouTube, and we've got a full load of videos that teach you how to set up a game like this online.
Tutorials. Step-by-step guides as well.
So, guys,
James isn't watching.
Oh,
not watching,
not
right?
even watching.
he's not going to see his death then, is he?
Tell him I'll give his soul away.
I'm just wishing him a good day, but I will pass that on.
We're 20 minutes in. It's practical that I could have given his soul away by now.
That just means there's a lot of session which you can.
So, guys, what do you want to do?
What time of day are we on?
That's a really good question, and I can't remember.
We have been keeping track.
We haven't been keeping super good track recently. Normally I have a notepad next to me where I scribble this down.
None of us have been asking either though what time of day we're at.
We've been
No,
underground
so
for
I'll have to quickly
last
find
few
it out.
weeks.
So you were underground for quite a while, but not too long. We're talking hours rather than days.
Yeah, we set out to the town.
It's actually not that late in the day, because you went in the morning, you slept the night, and then went in the morning into the town. So you're going to be sort of early afternoon. What do you want to do?
I think the best thing we should do at the moment, while I carry Mozu's corpses. Maybe get out of here, find a nice area to which bury Mozu, and maybe find the corpse of the half-orc too. We kind of left her.
Oh, yeah.
Did they have a rapport? Should they be buried together?
I don't think so, not really.
No. I'm thinking we can't get back to the lizard folk tribe, and I don't.
We've seen how they bury their dead, though. We've seen what they do.
Was that what Mozo did in his tribe?
Well, he went to he joined their tribe, didn't he? He was going to stay there.
Yeah. Do you think you'll have the ability to recreate that ceremony?
We only need a bit of fire.
Try saying that with a grin.
No one standing a big group.
I think we should leave this town, find the nicest place we can nearby, and put in for us.
Yeah. Lucian, are you coming?
We, of course, yes. I need to return back to my people. So that would be my preference if we could go back with haste.
Well, that's south, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but I think we should identify exactly where we are because I confess to be quite lost.
Well, what about the...
What?
I am lost. You're not lost.
Okay. I don't know where we are.
What about that group we came across? They seem to know where we are. And they said we could go back to rest with them.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
And then we could tell them what we found here.
Yeah, I could tell them not to come here. Yeah. But I remember... I know I can remember the way to get there, but is there any way I can work out first at where we are and second if there's a quicker way to get to them, or where we arrange to meet?
Make a survival check.
Dookie. Dice be good. Damn it.
6. Just to answer Kevin's question. Patrick. Look at Patrick paying attention. He knew it was 1 o'clock. Do you guys only speedrun groups with quests like me or just a listener? Yeah, so that is something that we're going to do. We don't do it right now, but we are going to do a larger quest, if that makes sense. We're just kind of figuring out the mechanics of it. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll do a session that includes some of our listeners, some of our regulars. Alright, a 6. So, let's start with the things you do know. So,
You're lost.
I'm going to paint this in Lost favourite colour, purple.
It's only because I think black was taken at the start.
No, you couldn't see the numbers on your dice.
That's why.
That is a bit of a fail. I feel like they could have fixed that. Okay, so you guys worked out right back at session 1 that you were in a cave about here. And then you went with Lucian to visit the lizard folk. Lizard folk territory is this kind of blank area here. And you figured that out all quite well. Then you went to the Standing Stones, which is, back up this way sort of thing. And then you travelled for 3 days north. You went over a big hill, in between some others, into some ruins. So you guys are here, and Knight Jenna was lovingly left behind here.
In some rocks.
At the top of this hill, in some rocks. And the people that you met, the travelling group, you met them in the plains. So you were sort of like around here when the guy on the pony came to visit. Actually, no, I'm wrong there. It was at the other side. It was sort of here, and then you came in from the west to town. So yeah, you know with confidence because you already worked that out previously that you're at this point here, and you will know your way back from there to where you departed from the travelling companions, and you'll be able to make your way back to Nigena, and that's part of your Outlander background. But you'll just be able to do that, no roll required.
Okay.
The 6 that you've just rolled is accurately working out how far that might be and how many days. Do you think that might take you a day?
So we're still in that window of we're gonna wait here for 3 days. Is that how long? How long did they say they was gonna wait for us?
That's a really good question. And I did write that down in my notebook.
I have a feeling it's 3 days.
I got a feeling.
I think someone actually said it earlier. Why?
Yeah, it was 3
5
days.
days.
No, it was 3 days. Oh, wait a minute. No, they're in
Remaining.
the area.
Another 5 days because there's travellers coming from the west.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're easily in that window.
Yeah. That is that they were staying in the area. They weren't staying in that exact location.
Alright, when I feel that we've travelled far enough out, I'll tell people to keep their eyes. I'll just say from the start, keep your eyes open for the companions, because we might not know exactly where they are, but in that area.
I don't think they're hard to miss.
The question is, how far away from this town? Well, I suppose we'll start walking and talking towards our way out of town. I don't know how long it's going to be till we find an ideal spot for Mozo. So maybe going by a previous track record, just the first alley we come across.
Hey guys, I found a ditch. If you find me a nice piece of wood, I could maybe carve something. You like it though?
I thought that was actually in character.
That was in character.
Great.
Scuttled.
Yeah. No, we liked him more than. Were you with us with the half orc? No.
I can't remember.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, it was.
we liked him more than the half orc. Well, I did. He didn't invest me with his memories. Still a little bitter. So we'll find a nice place and put him to rest, and if we find Nigena, we'll put her to rest too. So let's be off.
Okay, so you're heading towards Nigena?
I'm basically just failing to speak.
You are retracing your steps.
That's the one.
Okay. Alright, so for the sake of prosperity, you leave the ruins of the village in the same way that you came in. You head off first to the outskirts where you camped previously, where there was these barns or farm buildings, whatever they were close by, and then retrace your steps back to a small hamlet in the distance. From there, you are then faced with a choice. Do you go back to the last place where you saw the companions, or do you go up the hill to the south where you left Nigena's body, unable to defend itself in wilds that are known to be dangerous?
I think if we go up the hill, then we can bury them both on top of the hill. Plus, it should give us a good advantage to see if the other travellers have moved on.
Hmm.
Is everyone in agreement?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
You sound funny today, Catman.
Yeah, it's almost like someone else is doing my voice. Poorly.
Up the hill.
My voice is fine, it's always the same. If you ever forget what it sounds like, it is typical French accent, number 2.
Oh, that's a French.
It's this.
Okay.
I smoke cigarettes and drink wine. As you know, I am French, and that is it.
I don't think we have any French viewers, it's fine.
And also, if you are offended by my stereotypical French accent, I don't care.
It's allowed. There's
Go on the internet and complain.
And then he'll troll you.
Some people are still bitter about the 100 Years' War. That's it.
When that's bitter, wine is bitter. I like wine. Alright, continuing on with the game rather than casual racism.
Up the hill.
Up the hill. Alright. Yeah, so like I say, your background allows you to travel across known terrain with ease, so you don't need to roll to make your way. Plus, it's a massive hill surrounded by prairie land. You've got to have the IQ of a doorstep to not know which direction it's in.
Just discovered the irony. He's never able to get lost, and he doesn't know his past.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? I like it. Yeah, so you make it to the top of the hill. Now, this is quite a trek, so you will start to be getting hungry now. It will be late afternoon. Still a couple of hours, probably 4 hours before the sun sets, so we'll put yourselves around sort of 3:30, 4 p.m. You reach the top of the hill, and you go to the location where you expected to find Nigella, and her body is not there. There is dark patches of blood.
Can I age?
You certainly try. Make an investigation check.
Make a taste check.
Well, it's up to you, or you actually do it.
No, I was.
I was thinking you just have a look at it.
Well, I was going to see if there was any tracks or any evidence of it being dragged off anywhere. But
Okay, well that would be perception.
But first of all, I figure, how long ago did this take place?
The blood.
Is it just, do you want perception from it?
Yeah, perception if you're trying to... Yeah, just roll a perception and we'll go from there.
It's alright, it'll be terrible anyway.
That's a good perception roll.
It's alright,
It's not so bad. There are multiple tracks around. It's not going to be easy to read these tracks. I'm going to need a survival check, and it's pretty high DC. The blood, however, is soaked into the ground well and truly. The little bit of rain you had the other day has also washed it away. So the stones, the various grass and other foliage, it's rubbed off them. It's actually in the dirt where it's stained it a darker colour.
I'll put Mozu down. This may have happened quite a while ago. I'm going to look around for her. If you all want to get to work digging a hole. Oh no, we're burning them, aren't we? Okay, get to work making a makeshift fire, and I say that more to Scattles because it involves wood.
Oh, therefore he would be awesome at it.
No, I know wood turns him on.
He's going to want to carve it as well while he's at it.
James and here can see what we want.
Okay, I'm going to roll a perception for Scattles as he attempts to locate wood at the top of this tree. At the top of this treeless hill, he manages to come up with a large amount of wood. No, so there isn't loads and loads of wood here. So he spends about 2 hours looking around for enough wood for a fire, and it's not even close. You haven't got enough wood to burn Mozu's body to dust.
I don't suspect we'll be doing it with natural fire, I'll be honest. But we could at least set the kindling alight round him while we say some words. I'm not present, I'm currently looking for a body.
You are.
Survival.
I want a survival check, please, as you try to read the tracks. It's going to be difficult.
Will it?
Following his own footsteps.
You look down at the tracks and sort of move the grass a little, try to read it. It circles round, so you circle round. It circles round again, so you circle round again. This time there's more tracks. You circle round again, confused, and the tracks have increased again. There's 3 lots of them now. You follow the tracks a 4th time, and there's 4 lots of tracks. And then Lucian comes up and says, "Why are you walking in circles?"
I'm not. I'm looking for the body of the half-orc.
I think you are following your own tracks.
No, because there's more of them.
Yes, because you keep walking around in circles.
I think there's a party of people and he keeps meeting up with them every so many feet.
Now these are the same as when you walked around once, and then you walked around again, and you did some more, and then again.
I need a persuasion or an intelligence check.
Yeah, do a
Persuasion.
an intelligence check. Just straight up intelligence. It takes some time to understand, but yeah, you understand. You've been following your own tracks. You did find it strange that beasts would have humanoid footprints that were exactly the same size as yours.
I think you might be right.
Yes, well, there's no such thing as time poorly spent if you spend it with friends.
Okay, that'll definitely insight check with a weirdo. What's this pit fiend up to?
Oh, good thing. Yeah, he's lying his ass off. Not only does he not respect you, he doesn't consider you a friend.
Oh.
He thinks you're a bit stupid.
I'm proving him right.
Okay, so you've spent an hour following your own tracks and arguing with Lucian. Scattles has wandered off for a couple of hours finding the smallest amount of wood that apparently is possible ever. Mendez, what are you doing? You're playing on your phone, you ain't got a clue what's going on,
No, I am
texting your wife.
That's a strike one, Dave. I don't care how fresh your baby is.
I am wondering why I am still in the party, as because my thing was to kill the witch.
Yeah, we're all
And now that I haven't killed her, I'll be wondering well, what am I doing? Why am I here?
So you're sat in 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Wondering. Life's great mysteries.
Yeah, why am I here now?
Why am I here? What am I doing?
To which
I didn't kill the witch, so it's while I'm walking with these people, they're planning on going somewhere that I don't even know. Yeah. So it's do I need to be on this journey? Is this journey for me?
So yeah, okay, they're all good.
Yeah.
Good thoughts. Alright, so you all gather back. You didn't find the body, unfortunately. You've got some wood. You've got a very thoughtful Goliath. Leanna, what are you doing with your time? You had about 2 hours.
Should probably have something to eat. And then
Cool.
just lay on the grass and chill out while they're all doing what needs doing.
It's quite damp. The clouds, however, are super fluffy. They don't look particularly nice, if I'm honest. They're quite dark, and you can see there's some rain coming, but they do look like extremely fluffy clouds. Lucian looks at the wood, looks at the body. Are you planning to bend him or crucify him?
Or to crucify.
It's when you put someone on a stick and hang their body up in the air, because there's not enough wood here to burn him.
We're halfways.
Okay. And he goes and sits down next to Mendez. Takes out some of his rations and just starts chewing on them. Looks like it's dried fruits if you're interested.
So yeah, is he on the pyre?
He can be, yeah, you can put him on the pyre.
Yeah.
Scattles helps you. I don't think this is going to work.
No, I don't either. I whisper. But his soul is passed on, and this is the closest we can do to his natural funeral process, I think.
Okay. If you think this is right, then let's do it.
Yeah, that's probably right.
He takes out his flint and steel and starts and after a few months of trying, he gets a little flame going and starts to build it. At this rate, the wood's going to burn out in about 20 minutes.
Okay. I'll stand over him, cut my hand, let the blood sort of drip down onto him, close my eyes and say, Listros, I know that this soul has moved on. I hope you'll have indeed shepherded it, so where it rightfully belongs. I don't really know. I want to do right by him. It was a friend. I hope you'll look over and take care of the soul. The confusion was both in and out of character because for him, he's never done a sort of funeral process, so he's struggling with knowing what to say. As am I.
Scattles, yeah, I didn't know you for long, but yeah. I only knew you when you was, like this, so I hope you find peace. And he just gives like an awkward stance for a moment, and I just felt like he was saying something.
To be honest, you two would have gotten on. It would have been an odd couple together. The lizard and the cat.
Yeah. We could be outcasts together.
Well, I think maybe we were all outcasts one way or another. But we seem to believe.
Big cat in the garden work.
Will be.
Well,
No!
Where was it?
It's outcast together.
Well, yeah. Hopefully you see that you feel the same about us, because I'm not sure if we fit in with most of the people we've encountered, but I think we all fit in together. And I look around and see who in the party is sort of attending this funeral. Make sure I sort of say it across to everyone.
Okay, you guys doing anything at this point?
I'm just gonna goodbye. Rosu.
You still sat down, or did you go over and join the funeral?
No, I would have sat there and watched.
As you're sat watching, you notice that Lucian stopped eating for a moment. And under his breath, he sort of mutters something.
Turn you to the dragonfly.
Oh, that's fine.
What?
Tony ate a dragonfly. Well, Tony eated a dragonfly.
Lift your thin. Okay, yeah. So Lucian mumbles something under his breath, which he rolled really bad for stealth.
So would I have been? How close would I have been?
He sat down next to you, so he's almost rubbing shoulders with you.
So pretty much.
You hear something, but you don't hear everything that he says. He sort of covers his hand. But you do hear him say, "Return in as soon as possible."
How far has everyone stood away from Merzu?
That's entirely up to them. Scattles is stood next to Lost, so it depends how far Lost is stood away.
Well, I've been saying what I said. I was also as I was addressing the mistress, do I feel any connection to her?
Would you like to roll me a really bad religion check?
I'd like to roll a really good one.
Yeah, but you don't do that, do you?
Not when it's important.
This isn't important.
It's always important when it's... Oh, never mind.
You feel a presence, but it isn't the mistress. You know what the mistress' presence feel like. This isn't it.
Okay. Does it still feel divine in any way?
You don't know?
I just feel something.
You just feel something. And it's not Scattles.
It's
Scattles stood next to him. It's not his tail rubbing on.
It's not his tail flicking next to you.
I'll Can I use detect magic?
You can use detect magic. Do you have detect magic?
I have detect magic.
What's the range on detect magic?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just need to find a school of magic, because detect magic gives you a school. You feel the presence of an evocation spell. Does detect magic tell you where it's coming from?
I didn't read.
I will read.
Okay.
I will read if I spell correct.
Do you want me to post it in chat?
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you'll learn its school of magic, if any. It penetrates barriers, 1 foot stone, blah 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 blah. Do you use that action?
If I have that action available.
Where's the book right now?
It's on me.
Where? Is it visible?
No.
Is it in a bag?
It's I imagine it as in like a little just wrapped in cloth, like very close to my chest.
Okay, that glows.
Okay.
You see the aura around that. You also see the aura around Lucian.
Okay. No aura around Liana.
Yeah, Leanna's got a magical item, hasn't you?
Yeah. But no aura around her the same way it has Lucian.
No.
I'll make my way over to Liana. Whisper, what's an invocation?
What's an invocation?
Type of spell.
It's a school of
magic.
So you don't need to roll for this, you would just know. Evocation magic is typically magic that involves one of the elements. It's, again, typically used for offensive magic. Can also be used in defense. Can also be used in other more subtle ways. But generally speaking, all of the offensive spells for evocation, things like Firebolt, Cold of Cone.
Cold of Cone.
Cone of Cold.
Cone of Cold.
Yep. No, I like Cold of Cone. Anyway, yeah. So that's generally speaking, that's what evocation is. It's not considered good or evil. It's.
Are these too close to Lucian? Or are they still over there?
No, Liana's laid on the floor.
No, she got back up.
Alright, she got back up. You didn't tell me that.
Are you still thinking with Mozu's body?
I've stepped away. I don't know if Scattles is still there.
I'm gonna. I think after trying to figure out what he was trying to mumble, I'm going to say back to him.
What do you think? Oh, do you want to go for it?
Yeah, go for it.
It looked like you wanted chance.
Charging to be in the lower one.
It looked like you wanted chance.
Okay.
I tried speaking to my lady. I didn't feel her presence, but I felt something. And then when I looked to see where the magic, or to see if there was any magic emanating, aside from the possessions me and your emotions have a glow around him, and I felt the evocation. I just thought it was weird that there was a presence when I said my prayer. I don't know if that was it.
I'm going to ask Lucian where he's returning back to.
He looks towards you. To my home. That is what we agreed, did we not? Being contacted by a scryer. One of my people who can send and receive messages over great distance.
No, I wasn't resigned to this.
Well, I cannot and will not try to force you. But you are strong. You would certainly find work.
How far away is Lucian and Mendes from Mozu?
About 20 feet.
I'm gonna say what is it in it for me? What's in it for me to adventure with you? Like,
Well, like I said to the others when I first met them, I cannot promise them lots of gold or riches, but I will be going into places that are hidden and have been locked away for a very long time. There will be treasure. I seek only knowledge, so the deal I have with them is a deal I offer to you. I will take the knowledge and you take the treasure.
Sounds a bit sketchy, but I could make it work.
Excellent. I would very much like to get to know Goliath more. I have not had many dealings with your kind.
No, we tend to stay low a little bit. I'm trying to like create the world order in my clan. I want to bring back the old history that we've been taught, not the new ones that they're trying to make us do now.
He takes his book out and he starts noting down things like you said. He also makes a little sketch of you. It's a pretty good draw, so it looks like.
It's not just a
I'm
stick
just gonna
person.
say, like we got told that we was once like the hunters of this plane. We wanted the evil that needed to be hunted down and killed, and now our people don't do it now.
What evil did you hunt?
Dragons, witches.
Dragons are evil?
In the wrong hands, yes.
I did not know dragons were evil.
Well, it's only the creature that you can see. If it's coming at you, it's an evil thing that is.
Well, I would be very interested to learn more. Perhaps each time we make camp we can talk some more.
We'll see.
He stands up and goes along and looks at the fire that's burning. Not a very big fire. I don't think you're going to be able to burn the lizard with this.
Well, if everyone takes a step back.
He looks over his shoulder. Why? What are you going to do?
Well, you might not want to be close.
He's going to insight that.
Remember when I nearly...
Small enclosed spaces normally.
Remember our last campaign when I nearly TPK'd us?
Do you want to go ahead and roll?
Am I safe where I am? Like where I'm sat, like 20 feet away?
Depends what she plans on doing.
Fireball.
Fireball!
Will this not just explode the corpse?
Isn't that 120 foot
That's the range.
range?
It's a 20
Are you
foot
going?
radius.
Are you going in a set? Are you just doing it on that one?
It's not something you control. It's
He
basically like
looks
letting off
at
a
you.
big fire grenade.
Okay. And steps to one side. And it comes and actually stands behind you on your right side. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to cause a lot of fire.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can I run behind the tree?
There's no trees.
If there was, we wouldn't have this problem.
I'm making sure I'm out of the 20 foot radius, centred on
Druid
Mizu.
with you.
You know what, sorry?
20 foot radius on Mizu.
Mm-hmm.
Mizu is the middle point, and I'm making sure I'm out of that radius.
Okay. And then you
Wish
cast
you had
fireball.
hell with you now,
So you hold your hand out, and as you
Pull
do,
the sleeves up.
pull the sleeves up, hold your hand out, and as you do, flames slowly, like they're being pulled out of your fingers and coalesce into a large ball of fire, which eventually you fire at Mozu's defenseless corpse. Now, it's getting pretty late, and the first thing that all of you notice is the extremely loud noise that it makes as it echoes across the countryside around you. In the fading light, there's also a brief moment of perhaps 2 seconds as it lights up the area around you, as the flames move away. When the flames have indeed gone, there is a huge scorch mark where Mozu used to be.
Well, I did what I was trying to do.
And it starts to rain bazookas. No, it doesn't.
Oh, that seems to have done the job. I think that was humane.
Well, there's not a lot else I can do with fire.
It's,
And we couldn't find a lot of wood.
Oh, man.
it's good to know that you can do that at least. So,
Liana and Mendez, you both notice that Lucian doesn't flinch at all. Everybody else has some reaction to this. Lucian just stands there and watches it like it's anything he's seen 1,000 times before.
well, I don't know about you, but I've sending away corpses and looking for corpses built up an appetite, so I definitely need to rest. I suppose now's a good time on discussing our next move. Where we want to
Have a rest. We'll go for a week.
have a break.
We can take a break now if you need to take a break.
I could do it to be excused.
And then we can actually discuss.
Okay. Alright, let's take a break.
Have a little discussion.
Competition time. I actually planned an actual question this time. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's superb. You're not going to believe the amazingness of this question.
The Monty Python question.
No, it's not a Monty Python question, but I like that, and maybe it should be. No, the question is, how many player characters have we had in the campaign so far, including all the ones that have survived, lived, wandered off, died, and the ones that are being played right now? How many player characters have we had? Stick your answer in the comments, and the first one to get it right wins some pretty dice
That no one ever claims.
that no one ever claims. So, someone please claim them. Alright, we'll be back in a moment.
I could just claim him. We're discussing it in character, aren't we?
We're back. I'm muted myself a little prematurely there. Alright, we're back.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Thank
Yeah,
you very much.
it took ages because Connor had to make coffee. That's what it was.
Yep.
Coffee.
Fresh coffee.
You'd think he'd been to Colombia for the beans himself.
Might be.
Alright, you guys made camp at the top of the hill where you previously made a large
You need to do
explosion.
the answer to you.
Oh, the answer! Yeah, Patrick got it right, but everyone already knew that.
That is true.
I'd like to point out, Patrick got it right, I didn't.
No, that's right, you said 6. 7. So we've had 7 characters, 7 player characters. And you'd like me to list them? We've got the ones that are alive right now. Rihanna. Lost. Sure, Lost is alive.
Ish.
We think.
But that's the mystery.
Mendez and Scattles. And then you've got the dead ones.
And
which
Arrow.
is-
You've got Arrow.
Arrow don't count.
He has a sheet.
I'm going to say,
He
character
does have a
sheet.
sheet. Yeah, he does.
So I think there's 8 in there.
No, they're in 8.
Well, he's got a character sheet, so...
He's not a player character. Though.
Roll a d1. What was it? Oh yeah, and the others. Right, let's get on with the game.
Dead ones don't matter.
Dead ones don't matter. That's right. Is he smoking? He is smoking.
He's not.
Yes, he is. He's smoking a regular cigarette.
For fuck's sake. I'm a professional.
Alright, yeah, come on. You guys are sat around the camp. I believe you was going to discuss what to do next.
Are we settling here for the night?
I think it might be a bit too late in the day to track down the other settlers. Although I can have a look, see if there's any campfires burning in the distance. I don't know if I've got dimmy to make it there. If they're even out there. Do I see any campfires out in the distance?
It's not quite that dark. It's not quite that dark. It's the sun's not quite set yet, so
Do I see any specks anywhere that could be people?
make a perception check for me, please.
No.
4. There's no, you don't. It's just wide open plains for pretty much as far as you can see. You are quite high up. I'd like to find out.
Well, I can't see where they are. Maybe we rest here and we trace our steps in the morning to track them down. Or if it's even necessary. Is it necessary? How does everyone feel?
It might be worth warning them of the witch that's living there so they don't just...
Well, I thought about that. They knew where we were going, and if we don't return, then they'll think, well, it was strong enough to kill them. Although,
Yeah.
maybe we should... It might be good to warn them and make friends if they decide to settle there. I don't know.
I, for one, do not want to waste my time going through these people. I think we should make straight for the main road and travel south.
I think you'd quite like the group of people we met.
Oh yeah, actually.
I have nothing against the people. It's merely a question of time, and well, I don't know about you, but I don't have many rations. If we make for the main road, there is
Where are we returning to, Lucian?
to my place, to my people.
Who are your people? You've never actually told us.
Oh, well, I come from a group of elves. We are quite a few in number. Do you recall the fall of Nirvana?
Yeah, that's when she left, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the time I left there.
Yes, many did. My people also. We left. For the longest time, it was just me and my small family, my brother, my wife, my child. We met some others on the way. We stuck together for strength, and our numbers grew. We That is the short version of the story. We found a larger company of elves, also humans, and we followed them and we settled in the kingdom of New Hawk. We've been there now for about 25 years.
What settlements are there? Large settlements in New Hawk.
New Hawk, there is Prima Villa, Silverton, really the only large ones. After that, it's just small settlements.
I take it if we take the main road, we'll be passing both of those cities.
Well, Silverton is kind of the end of the line. It's New Hawk, they say, it's the end of nowhere. There's nothing else after it. It's not true, of course. But if we were to make for the main road, if we are where I think we are, it will take us just 2 days, and then we can travel south. We will come to the crossroads. There is a small market town at the crossroads. We can follow through. We will pass Gia and Prima Villa before we then take the path to my people.
But we won't. Oh, okay. So I pull out the map. So that is the park you was talking about.
Well, I think we are here somewhere. We went from the Dragonborn city and out of the woods and.
Are we there? We're not there, are we?
No, but
Do I know better?
you know better.
No, we're here.
Oh,
So the ruins we just left are there, and we're here.
okay, that changes a few things. But I was hoping to make to this road, which leads down past Gia. You see down here, there's the market town I mentioned. I have some friends there. But if we are all the way up here, then perhaps we need to gather some supplies. I only have enough for 3 more days.
I know we got a bunch more from when we left the village. I just don't know how long we got.
You guys got 6 days worth. Been 3 days so far, and you're on your 4th. So he's got a little bit more than you. You guys have got 2 days left. He's got 3 days.
Well, I can acquire beasts to the best of my ability to keep us going on the road.
I do not eat meat.
I can look for berries. Do you like berries or twigs?
It's better than eating a carcass.
No. It's the meat tastes much better than the berries and twigs. That's what the meat eats.
He gives you quite a scornful view, really. He's looking at you quite. His face screws up a little. So I don't tell you what to eat.
I'm not
I'm
telling
not
you what to
judging
eat, I'm just saying that this tastes better.
I'm not judging what you eat. If you think it tastes better, then you. Okay.
Okay, well, while I'm looking for meats, I will look for berries and twigs for you also.
I don't eat twigs. His face is still screwed up. He's quite pissed off by this conversation. And he's not hiding it. Perhaps I will try to find my own.
Maybe worse.
I think I would eat better. Or for that matter, I would eat if I try and get something myself.
I take that as an insult.
Good, I think it was intended at all.
Fuck you.
Okay, I think I'm finished talking to you now. He leaves the map. Whilst you were talking, he'd done a really rough sketch of your map. It hasn't got the detail yours has. Just a couple of crosses here and there. So, okay, looks like this man, pointing back to you now that he's with the others, is calling the shots around here, so why don't you all listen to him and he'll tell you where you need to go.
Okay. Well, if everyone would like to, we should probably, just because I know it's going to piss him off, we should probably meet up with those refugees we met. At least just to warn them, and to maybe pick up supplies if they're trading. From there, if everyone wishes, I can retrace our steps as far as where me and you started, or Osprey, to the very cave.
Yeah,
Where
that
was that?
sounds okay.
You did tell us it's like right at the start.
Yeah, the cave's here. So you're planning on meeting up with these guys over here somewhere, and then making your way south through the wilderness.
Yeah.
Is that your plan? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm thinking from there, try and go westward, Pavilia, because I have questions. Questions that need answering.
All right, Gandalf. I'm a seat off the head of my order.
Are we wanting to rest here for the evening?
It's probably a good idea. It's getting dark now.
Lucian's taking his bed roll out of his bag and sort of rolling it down. Well, if you've made the order, sir, we must follow her. He just rolls it down. He almost throws himself on it.
It may be better after some sleep.
Yeah. He's not getting in the house.
Well, we probably should keep him where we can see him.
Oh yeah, well we can see it. It's invisible wall. You've made your decision. Yep. Enjoy the ground.
I'm going to start doing a private sanctum just around our group.
Okay. That's a really interesting
If she
call.
does it, she paces around. Like where the outer limit of it would be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, make a habit of pissing off our employers.
Say employers, this guy's not paid you anything.
No. Plus, none of us like him.
Why?
Well, it tends not to be very truthful.
Hey, Lucian tells you exactly what he wants you to know. Okay, so you're sticking a watch on? I'll go first. I don't mind watching. I'm not doing anything else right now. It's almost like someone forgot about me.
Just every now and then, just check he's still there.
Okay. So Scarlet is going to take the first watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take the third.
I'll take the last one.
And before we go to sleep, I'm going to just say, so what's the crack with this Lucian guy? How did you meet him?
Well, I don't know about the others, but I was travelling down to Silverton, and then I woke up tied up in a cave, and the Lost was there, Scattles wasn't there. We found him in the woods. But there was Lucian and a dwarf and a halfling. And they all sort of, we've got this work you could do.
It was a human, a halfling, a dwarf, and Lucian.
So, we've got this work you could do, and we decided to go with him.
Was he with anybody when he gave you this work?
No, he was on his own.
That is interesting. Very interesting.
Up until now, he's not really even told us who his people were. It's always just been his people.
He
Around the tells the truth.
He said he sent a message.
He can't do it.
No.
No, okay.
He sent a message to someone. He mumbled under his breath. I asked him what it was. He said he sent it to a friend of his. I don't know how you get a message like that. Usually you write it paper and it goes.
I'm going to use my message cantrip. And it's like this. So you just hear a voice in your head.
I'm like, well, whose is that voice? I've had it before.
I know this person.
Why do I know this voice?
I know your face. Go on, I want to know Lord of the Rings works from the game.
And I'm going to say, well, he said he's returning on this message.
Whoop, just be someone
Did
from.
he say it in like a manner of like?
He was trying to hide it. When he responded to the message, he was trying to hide it. When he told you, no, he won't hide anything. He told you already. He said what he actually said it's he was responding to a message from a scryer, which is one of his people who can send messages over great distance.
Yeah, I'll translate that back to Sarah.
Alright.
They maybe are just checking where he is. I mean, he probably should have been back by now.
Yes, but why did they not come and help him if he was locked in the cave with you?
They maybe didn't know where he was.
Well, how would he not know where he was if he could send a message to him like this now? Wouldn't he have done it in the cave?
We don't know if he can send it.
Well, he kind of muttered something under his breath. Didn't think I would have heard him. But I heard him and he told me what he was doing.
You know that people can respond to the spell message.
When you heard my voice in your head,
No, I heard a girl's voice.
that was my voice. You can respond to it.
I'm like deep thinking like that. It sounds like you, but not you.
Nah, she sounds fitter than you. Girl sent me that message. She's got bigger boobs. I can tell by the tone of her voice.
We still need to find out why they want that book.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is now that you know as much as you do about this, what do you think the purpose really is?
What's the book?
What is this book?
You sure?
I'd like to hope so. Is it?
Check.
I'm going to ask them like, what is this book?
What the fuck is it?
Where's what?
What's the book?
Can I see this
You've
book?
got the book.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's got really crappy passive perception, hasn't
Are you fucking with me?
No?
Is Lucian still outside?
I had it when I.
Did you pick it up when you were cuddling it last? When
Well,
you fell asleep with it?
The last time, and I'm actually reaching in to see if it's there.
You nodded. Is it there?
No.
Fuck.
Well, last time I checked, I had it was just before I asked you about evocation. I definitely had it on me then.
And we haven't been anywhere.
No. Does your fire spell destroy magic books?
Well, not unless you're in the area.
Has Lucian got it?
Has he been close to you?
Yes. When we was arguing about food.
Are you sure it was with you?
Can you see if he has it on him magically?
Magic doesn't pass through the barrier of the
No.
private sanctum. You'd have to step outside to do it.
I ain't got anything that'd check.
Maybe he might have pickpocketed her when he was stood right behind her.
Well, she wasn't carrying the book.
What, do you actually know that?
Well, yes, because I just explained. I knew I
Are
had
you
it.
sure? You do seem to not remember much. So I'm asking you, are you sure?
Do you have the book?
No.
I have to insight you.
I'm really trying to get him. I'm really trying to get him to think. So he's like, did I actually have the book?
When she says no, she's opening her cloak as well.
Sarah, you need to don't flash him. You need to roll deception if you're lying and persuasion if you're not. Roll to the GM, please.
I was gonna say that should have been 2 GM.
No, it's alright with the insight.
Oh.
She's telling the truth. You get a look at her slender figure while she flaps a cloak open.
Well, that's interesting. You haven't got the book.
No.
I'll even pat myself down.
You aren't going to.
Just so I know.
Scattles?
No, I don't have your book. When would I take it?
Oh, fuck. When I gave him the directions, I showed him the map. He was right next to me. I showed him exactly how to get there. And he's been a dick ever since. I'm gonna kill the fucker.
I wouldn't leave him with it.
I wouldn't leave him alive. book is very powerful, and I don't know what he intends to do with it, but I know one thing, that my lady is not happy with that
Is
book.
it? Do I see him getting serious than that?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I'll pull my bow out and I start holding it back and go. Well, just tell me when you need me to shoot him.
Well, here's the thing, if he's part of an organisation that's up to no good, then I'd like to know where they are based.
You can see him. He's still laid with his back to the sanctum, just outside of the boundaries of it.
What do we do?
Can I just... Oh shit, I'll press it wrong.
What are you trying to do, Dave?
We need to make his screen the writing bigger for
Yeah,
him.
you do, but I really can't see that.
What are you looking for? You can't just roll.
No, yeah.
You tell me what you're trying to do, and I'll tell you what
I'm going
roll.
to stealth out of the bubble.
You want to sneak out of the bubble?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
That one.
I think I'm on it.
Okay. So you're sneaking out of the bubble. He's only about 5 feet away from the edge of the bubble. What exactly are you trying to do?
Just going to just walk around him, start paying sort of close interest on what he thinks I am, to see what he's actually doing.
As you walk out, he is laid still. You circle around him.
Do I see if he's asleep or anything?
He looks like he's asleep. Yeah. Make a perception check.
That's it. Oh fuck.
He's laid down, and as you walk around,
Yeah, we got it.
as you walk around him, Dave, you see his eyebrows sort of flinch at the noise that you're making on the floor, but he continues to lay still. So he's not asleep now. He's pretending to be asleep.
Mm.
All that is to say, he's not asleep, but he hasn't opened his eyes to acknowledge you, and he knows you're there.
I can smell you.
I'm just gonna sit down a while, just take in the atmosphere. Just keep a close eye and see if I hear any snoring or heavy breathing in the next 15 minutes.
Okay. So are you sat looking at him?
No, I'm just listening. I'm not looking at him now. I'm just looking up, so I'm minding my own business. So I'm just listening to him.
After about 10 minutes, you hear him sort of. He gets up and he walks across to you. You can't sleep either, huh?
Yes, but a beautiful night like this, I like to look up and just have my thoughts to myself.
He looks sort of across. One of you guys at the top of the hill looks across the countryside below and the sky above. The clouds are starting to clear now. It's a cold night, and the stars are showing. Well, if you want to be alone, I can leave you. That's fine. I'll go back to my bedroom. And as he goes, you see that as well. He fumbles around in his pack and pulls out a blanket, covers himself over, and lies down.
I'll just wait until I hear some sort of.
So you're sure he's asleep?
Yes.
Alright, so we'll go off your passive perception. It takes about 3 hours before you're convinced he's asleep. You're not quite sure if he's watching you and waiting or if he just can't sleep. But he tosses and turns a little bit. Every now and then you sort of look over your shoulder and he's laid with his hands behind his head just staring up at the stars. But eventually you're convinced he's asleep. His arms have gone limp. And he's not quite snoring, but he's laid peacefully.
I'll go to him and grab his arm and I do that to see what happens.
He just falls down.
Is his bag near him?
He's using his bag as a pillow.
Oh, is he?
He has two bags, incidentally. One of them is a backpack, and another one is more of a pouch, similar to what you'd wear on your belt, but it's on its own sort of baldric that goes around one shoulder, and then the pouch hangs at the waist. It's about a foot wide, 6-7 inches deep it appears to be.
Well, he's definitely, if he has got it, he's definitely desperate to get a hold of it. I don't trust him or his people with that artifact.
From what we've read of it, it don't want to be with the wrong people.
If we have to confront him, I've got very little that I'm feeling drained. That fight with the witch really took it out of me. Plus, I'm knackered. The only thing I can think is to ask my mistress again, but of the past few times, I don't feel the connection with her as I once used to.
I'm gonna get a bit of ration out and crumple it up in my hand.
Out of his bag? Out of your bag?
Yep.
Okay, you take some rations out.
I crumple it up, keep it in my palm. I'm gonna try and stealth my hand in his bag,
Which bag?
the one that's under his head.
Okay. Yeah, so roll a stealth check. That's a pretty good stealth check. Your hand reaches into the bag, and inside it feels difficult to understand exactly what you're feeling in here. There is definitely at least one book. There's also a small box of some sort made out of wood. There's also a couple of things that you would expect to feel within inside a pack. So you can feel his pouch where it gives us rations.
I'm going to take the book and the box.
Okay.
And then just leave my crumbs in his bag.
Okay.
This is no Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah, so the book as you take it out and
Leaving crumb trails
and step away from him so you can sort of hold it up to the light. You've taken out his field journal, and the box is his ink and quill.
And I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna see what it's dab about in it and stuff.
What, in the book?
Yeah.
Okay, so his field journal goes back
the ink and that.
quite a while. What, and putting your finger marks on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The field journal goes back
Mendes
quite
was here.
So in terms of dates, it looks as though this field journal is several months old, and it goes back quite far further than when these described briefly about a cave. It seems to go back further than that. It would take you time to read it if you want to actually read it. Thumbing through it, you don't find anything of note. You can see the notes he made on you earlier that day. You can see notes on the meeting he had with Lady Mellor and the ruins. It seems like he got
the page with me on it. I'm gonna try and write me, because I definitely don't think I'll be proficient in writing math stuff.
You can read and write Goliath. They use the dwarven script. But yeah, and then you wipe your finger marks all over using his ink.
Yeah, because I just found it interesting. That is drawing me
It's quite a flattering picture. It seems to have you with large muscular chest and arms
and then I'm going to. I'll just put it all back.
Okay, we'll use the same roll for that. So yeah, you managed to put it back.
What else did you have? Sorry.
You could feel that there was a water skin in there as well, and also the sort of rations wrapped up in cloth. A couple of apples.
Not in leaves.
Not in leaves.
Was it out beside him at all? Anything else?
He has another bag which he keeps around his waist.
Whoa. You know what that just means, don't you?
All crumbs.
Lambless bread.
Yeah, I'm going to have a peek in this.
Okay, roll a fresh stealth check for that one.
Leave a few crumbs on his face. And
Yeah,
things.
gotta be crumbs in there. So,
Master's not looking.
Number 19, nice. Okay, so this one has a leather cord. So the first flap comes over the second, and there is two large brass buttons, and then a leather cord that is sort of wrapped around them both in a figure of 8. You have to undo this. When you open it, the bag looks empty.
it looks empty.
Looks empty. You can see into the bag. There's nothing there.
Okay.
Do you want to close it up? Do you want to reach in? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll have a region.
Your hand descends all the way to your elbow, and you realise that this bag is magical somehow. It doesn't seem to have a bottom. You can't feel anything in the immediate area, but you're not.
Is it a bag or is it a belt he's got?
It's a bag that he has. But it goes around.
Is there any way of taking it off him?
Well, it goes over one shoulder and hangs at the waist, so you could try and take it off him, but it wouldn't be easy at all because he's laid on the strap. You'd have to carry it all the way above his arm, under his other arm, then over his head.
Or cut the rope.
Hmm?
Or cut the rope.
That's what I was thinking, because that feels hard.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, I think I might. Yeah, I'm
Cut
going
the
to.
bottom of it.
Yeah.
You want to cut the bottom of the bag?
No, you're not.
No, that was me.
I'm going to cut the straps at each side
What with?
with my.
Great.
Great sword.
My short
That's
swords.
2 birds, 1 stone.
My short swords.
Alright, so you whip your short
Can
sword
I do my fighting style for it?
You don't need to roll for it.
I want
You take your short sword out, cut the rope, short sword away, and you now have the pouch of the bag of the man's straps.
I'm going to walk away.
Okay. It doesn't seem to have noticed.
Oh, cool. I'm going to walk back into. Can I see the bubble? Or is it just blended in?
It just looks like clouded area.
Oh,
You know where it is, and you can walk back into
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'll walk back into it
Okay.
and
Yeah.
see what if any of them are awake or asleep.
It's been a fair few hours.
Has it? Alright.
You have to wait for 3 hours for Lucian's fall asleep.
Right. I thought this was happening in like minutes. Well, presumably I've gone to sleep.
Okay.
Because Scattles said he was taking.
Scuttles was taking the first watch and didn't roll a perception. I will do that now because James would have rolled a perception. Scuttles has been watching from a distance and he comes, what do you got there?
A bag.
What's inside of the bag?
Nothing.
Then why did you take it from him?
Because I like the bag.
Okay. He holds his bag a little closer to him.
No, you're a friend.
Lucian's a friend, right? I mean, he's our employer.
Well, I've only known him a short half a day, so no friends yet.
I guess, but I mean, he's going to notice in the morning, you know. That
And you think he's gonna come and confront me? I made myself a bit more taller.
I don't know. He might do. I don't really know him.
But you consider him as a friend. How do you not know him but class him as a friend?
Well, the others, they claim he's their employer. I don't know about friend, but
Okay, well,
I think they trust him.
I'm gonna say to Skittles he can go to sleep.
Okay. Don't take my back.
Okay.
And Scuttles circles the same spot 3 times and then lays down with the kettle
Pads it.
ball.
Pads it a bit.
Pads it a bit.
Did you wake me up?
No,
I said I'll take a second.
he's away. He told him to go to sleep.
Fucking Scat. James, for fuck's sake.
And then I struck him and said, "Good night, Keith." Yeah, walk off. Yeah. Well, how late in the night or morning are we? Like, sort of like, is it breaking
It's got
early?
midnight.
Or,
It's like
it's gone midnight.
1 o'clock in the
Cool.
morning. Close to.
Okay. How much like fatigue am I?
You're pretty fatigued. You're not quite risking exhaustion, but you're
Right.
getting there.
So what could I? How much like what could I do?
You could do a couple more hours.
Yeah, I'll do that. And
Okay, roll a perception check.
I don't need to see.
There doesn't seem to be much more going on. Lucian doesn't move for the rest of the night and stays in the same position.
I don't think I would pay much attention as I would be like my hands in the bag, like
Are you rummaging through the bag?
like trying to figure out like why it's going too far up my arm.
Well, eventually, while digging around in the bag, your arm is sort of up to your shoulder. There you get a grasp of what appears to be the floor of the bag, and there's quite a bit in here. First of all, there's lots of books in here, and by lots I mean in excess of like 15 books. There's quite a lot. There also appears to be some small dice or rocks or something like that. You can only feel them, so you'd have to pull them out to have a look and see exactly what they are. There's some coins, definitely some coins. There's also a lot of scrolls. You also feel another one of the boxes, very similar to the one that you'd seen with the ink and quilling. And that appears to be it.
I'm going to take one of the scrolls.
One of the scrolls.
Yeah, stash it on top.
Do you read it?
Not yet, no.
Okay. So the scroll that you take out is made on. It's written on animal skin. It's not a paper scroll. It's I think called vellum. It has a purple ribbon around it. But you say you don't open it, you shove it in your top, so you don't know what it is. Anything else?
I'm going to kick Lost.
Okay.
Like not like kick him. I'm just gonna like nudge him and go.
He puts his foot on the side of your face and rocks your head.
Fuck is that? What?
It's your turn to watch, I believe.
Right. Don't stand on my face, please.
Well,
anything to report?
yeah.
Why is Scuffles asleep? Anything to report?
No. I've nothing getting on him. There's no bug on him.
How do you know?
I'm just gonna like wear my hands like that.
I have to insight you. I'll do this to Jim this time. I mean, you can see my screen.
You need to make a deception roll.
What?
Do it to GM.
Well, no, because we'll see it on his screen.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Deception.
I can look away if you like.
-2. Ooh. Oh. I'm not even sure what to do yet. I'll tell you what, I'm going to, based on the fact that Mendes is a -2 to deception and
He hasn't given me an answer.
as a
Waved his hand.
+3 to
Well,
insight.
my thoughts were because he wanted that book. That's how I preferenced it as like he wanted that book, so that book wasn't there.
He's withholding information.
Does
clearly withholding
Mendes
information.
even know what we're referring to as this book, though? Because he wasn't with us when we found it.
No.
No.
Well, how do you know I haven't got the book? You ask him? Please tell me you didn't ask him.
No.
Stuck an arrow up his ass. Oh no, that's the wrong player, isn't it?
That's a reference to a different campaign.
With a very different player.
And a different DM for once.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you know he hasn't got the book?
Well, 15 books.
Well, what the hell does he keep them? No, I was just staring at him like, where does he keep 15 bucks? I want to make you a
And
call.
I hold this bag up.
What's this? You took
The
this
bag?
you took this on off him.
Yes.
Well done.
This is my bag now.
Well, do you mind if I have a look and see if the book's in there?
I open the bag like that. Stick your hand in.
Yep, your hands goes past the elbow.
I take it I've not encountered anything like this before.
If you would, you wouldn't remember it.
That's a fair point. So, what's my book? I'm thinking, where is the book? As I'm wearing around. I'm not fucking with the game, hopefully.
No, you're not. That's a different item. Okay, so you swing your arms around inside and eventually come to a stack of books.
Oh. Okay. Is it this one?
This is a book on the history of the Kingdom of New Hawk by Lucian Munria. Whisperer. His name there.
Good work. If you want to take a rest, you're welcome to. We are awake.
I'm going to tell him to get the books out, and I'm taking the bag with me.
Oh, that's my plan. I just wasn't sure if you wanted the rest.
Yes, I want the bag.
Okay.
He has scrolls in here too.
Well, I'm only concerned about my book. You can keep the rest. I keep going through all these stacks of books.
Okay, so
Whilst also keeping an eye on him.
3 of these books are books that he's written. They are incomplete. One is the history of New Hawk, one is the legend of Nirvana, and one is a fiction called The Plight of the Holy People. The other books are significantly older. Some of them, what languages do you read?
Not many. Common, Elvish, and Celestial.
Okay, one of them,
I don't know, I speak Elvish.
well, you do. One of them is written in Elvish. So this is the can't remember. I'm trying to remember now the title that I gave this. And I would normally just look on my Roll20, but Roll20 gave out on me the other day and accidentally deleted a load of my stuff. So I can look for the actual book that I've got on there. But this is a resident's guide to Nirvana.
Okay. I was going to say, a lot of this is going to be Liana territory. I'm just shoveling through and looking for my book.
The Celestial book, which there is a book written in Celestial, and the title of the book is The Books of Light and Dark by Mark Strom.
Oh, that sounds interesting. And I understand this one. And I put that in a separate file.
And the rest of them appear to be other history books written by scholars that you've never heard of.
None of them my book.
Your book is amongst them.
It is.
It is. There is a page marked with a red ribbon.
So I'm keeping this. And I would quite like this one too. The rest of it's yours. Although Liana might be interested in the books and the bag.
Well, the bag is mine.
Okay, sure.
Give her the books.
At this point, he's not really listening. He's got a big grin on his face looking at his book.
And
Can you look at the page that it was marked with?
No.
Okay.
Can't read it.
I'm gonna go to sleep on the bag.
Okay. Alright. We got a surprising amount of content in.
That's unusual.
It is. I was not expecting so many things to happen. Now I know that we are going to call it there, just for the record. I know that we don't normally. I don't normally drop plot hooks and things, but you guys have actually jumped into several of the plot hooks tonight.
Okay.
So there's a lot.
That's unusual.
Yeah, it really is. Normally I have to have a great big sign that says plot hook. and an arrow.
A big
flashes
arrow
up.
pointing with flashing lights.
But so much has
Oh,
happened.
triggered it. Oh, triggered it.
That we
You
do,
triggered
we
it,
do
nick
need to
me
end
book.
it early. Yeah, so much has happened that we need to end it early so that we could carry on and I could improv how he reacts to having his stuff stolen, but I'd rather get it right.
Oh yeah, I'd sooner you be prepared and it be law, not just offhand law.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys have broken the DM. Congratulations. It's quite a rare thing.
It's a first.
It's not the first time, no. No, you broke me during the first adventure in Cabranth.
Oh right, yeah.
But yeah, we do normally go on for another half an hour, so if you want to have some Q&A time, we can do some Q&A time.
Yeah, if the audience has questions.
Yeah. Does the audience have any questions? We have some time. Patrick had said it's a bag of holding. That's a really good guess, Patrick. It might be a bag of holding. Tune in next week to find out more. But do you guys have any questions about things we've seen tonight? Things you want to clarify?
To be honest, all my questions I think would just either you haven't got an answer for, otherwise we wouldn't be here, or
Patrick said, "Well done, guys."
just basic spoilers, which I don't want.
Okay, speaking of basic spoilers, there are things that the players know. One thing in particular that the players know, but the characters don't, and that is one of the authors.
Yeah.
So, does anybody want to talk a little bit about
Mark Strong.
Mark Strong?
I think it's worth giving some background into that campaign.
I think that's a good idea.
Because you was never the original DM,
That's right.
and it was my first time gaming with this group.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I took over a campaign that I was a player in originally. I was a half-orc paladin called Rickrow.
Yeah. And you named the town, the village, Rickrow.
Yeah, I saved the village. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. So you just give them. Was it just water, wasn't it?
This is before I joined.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Me and Lou started playing it right at the
Yeah.
beginning, and then we
Dave's
dropped
missus,
out.
Louise, yeah, she was in the campaign.
Yeah,
she
and then
was.
me and Lou dropped out for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then I came back with a new character and nicked all the shit off his character. Hey, here's my new character. Did you nick my shit? No.
I should get to game PCs and get them to start again.
Yeah, you should enjoy it.
Yeah.
So the background, let's go. We can nostalgia later. So then I took over this campaign, and the former DM was like, "I've got this pretty good story, but I'm going to keep it. So if you can just come up with a reason why they need to get out of where they are, and you can do whatever you want." And it was
yeah, uni work, so I needed to step away.
yeah, and it was my first time DMing. So.
Was he going to Turkey?
Yeah, that's right. He went to Turkey.
Yeah, I was going to say it was more. One of you was moving to
That's
Turkey.
right.
That's why he couldn't finish it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. So we made this plot, and the big bad evil guy was Mark Strong. And Mark Strong had created a dragon cult that were trying to raise a dragon in a capital city of the Westlands. Now the Westlands is a long way away from Cabranth. It's your typical D&D city, and this is about 1,000 years ago on the current timeline. And yeah, he tried to create this. They got themselves a dragon egg. They hatched it. They raised it, and then these guys killed it.
Got touched by Bahamut.
Yeah, and Hammer was quite pleased about this.
Yeah. Yeah, got touched by that.
She was tell everyone at every opportunity.
She did, yeah. Sarah's character. What was that,
Kiefer.
Kiefer. Became a half dragon after being blessed by Bahamut.
That's not what she said.
She told everyone she was the prophet of Bahamut, didn't she? Yeah. But she went on. Also, there was one of the players, the former DM. He had a priest player who prayed to the god Bantergrouse, which wasn't a god when he started, so he had to raise the religion. And he did it so well throughout the course of the campaign that by the time we ended the campaign, he was essentially like the Pope. And then we had, I think it was something like 35 years downtime.
And we picked it back up again.
And we picked it back up again, and that was when it became like Father Ted became like Pope Ted.
Yeah.
Then we dragged him out of retirement.
Yeah, dragged him out of retirement.
And
to,
sold his
And
soul.
give his soul away.
Yeah, so they headed over to Cabranth. That's where it was Eldan. It was Connor's character
That's a long story.
who had a vision. Who had a vision that the evil in the world, which he was always after, was going to resurface in Cabranth. So these guys in the Westlands had defeated Mark Strong, and when they defeated Mark Strong, they took off his body a book, and this was the Book of Vile Deeds.
It's always a book.
It's always me.
Knowledge is power.
Books or souls.
Go to your local library. The further you go has a direct correlation to the amount you know. Stone Cold Steve Austin told me that.
Back to the point.
And yeah,
Does this answer your question?
yeah. I don't think anybody asked this question.
Oh, well, we're just dithering.
We're just dithering. So yeah, Mark Strong had the Book of Vile Deeds. And the Book of Vile Deeds, the guys did some research, they did some campaigning, they did some questing, and they discovered that it is the ultimate evil book. It has all of the secrets of many different gods. And to top it all off, there is an equal book of exalted deeds, which is all about the good. And when Eldan had his vision, and they had to go to Cabranth, the first thing that happened when he got there was the book was taken from him by a Rakshasa.
Is that when Ulfgar fall down that hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And Ulfgar fell into...
Fell with Ted.
Yeah, he fell with Father Ted.
He did, yeah. Into the void.
Because he did it for me, didn't he? He freaking grabbed me.
It's alright, give his soul away.
But maybe on our Different
So
Fights
I'm
talks
on
about stuff, we can go into more
So
detail
I'm
on
only
that
on.
campaign. But yeah,
I've still got all
Yeah.
my notes from that
Yeah.
campaign.
I still got all
Wanted to get
mine. It was the first one I DM'd, so I
mine
was
were-
nervous and I had so many notes.
Mine were worse than what they are now. I used to cross-reference different points with highlighters and things so that I could find it in the next bit.
I think that was back when I took notes.
I used to
Yeah.
print everything off, and by everything, I mean I had an encounters sheet that I would fill out, and I had that printed out. I had notes that for each session I would have maybe 4 or 5 pages of just typed notes of things that are going to happen. I had lore and backstory that I'd written. Like a lot of the time, you know how you pick books up and I say to you, "Oh, this book is about this," and it basically covers this. I wrote so many extracts from books that you guys never found. So it was kind of like, it was inspired by Skyrim, that you would find a book and I wouldn't just say to you, "This book's about a guy named Tom who found a fiddle." It would tell you the story. I would write the story
That's
out.
how we got the fiddle to become
Yeah.
the fiddler.
And that's how it became known as Tom the Fiddler. Yeah, so
I had this differently.
Oh, no, it won't. They're just rumours, mate. So yeah, I would write out extracts, so normally about 3 or 4 pages, that I would then hand to the player and they would read, but you only ever found one of them books and it was Sarah and she read it in 2 seconds.
That's more effort that I put into my sessions.
So there was lots of effort, and I've still got all of that, and all that lore exists. So Mark Strong was the big bad evil, and when we picked the campaign up, he'd gone to hell. And using his natural charisma, his magical ability, and of course his malevolence, he'd managed to find himself on the right hand of Asmodeus, the god of the 9 hells. And all he needed to return to the world, and this is the important point, all he needed to return to the world was the Book of Vile Deeds. And a Rakshasa took it from him, and that was the last they ever saw of it.
I think that's actually where we ended it. Because that was like a weird hiatus when we stopped our second campaign, wasn't it?
Because there was a chance it was going to cross over, wasn't they, depending on what happened.
That's right.
Mark Strong has bled into all of our campaigns.
Yes, because I only ever have one big bad evil guy,
And it's the same world.
and it's the same world. And here's the one.
I got his book. Well, I've got a book.
You've got a book he wrote.
He killed one of James's characters as well when he sent him to hell.
Yeah, James had all but luck in that campaign.
Yeah.
He died a few times.
He went
didn't
through
he?
4 characters before he found Mozu, which is the character James fell in love with. And no matter what character he has now, none of them are as fun to play as Mozu.
No.
And Sarah had the same thing with her character called Nivea.
Which is why we always call Leanne and Ivy.
Yeah, because it was just the same character but with different
Don't go that far.
No, it was a bit different. I deliberately
That's right,
picked
she was an
different spells
Eladrin
and things.
and Leanna is an elf.
No, and she had different spells. I picked very different spells this time.
Spink Wizard, also.
Oh, it's hard though, because I'm still stuck with that character.
Yeah, I could see why that would be difficult. Do you know what I found difficult when we were playing the other day? Connor did his first campaign the other day, his first session. It was loads of fun. He did really well. Do you know what I struggled with? Only having one character to play.
That's a coincidence, because I struggled with too many.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't wait for my turn to come round again. I was like, come on! Why have I only got one person? Why are all the monsters?
Do you want to run mine?
No.
Do a Ryan on you?
No. So, so do we have any questions? Do you guys have any questions you would like to ask? This is players, not characters. We always do a Q&A afterwards. Normally we don't include you. And it always goes like this, where the old
Would Lucian have hung around, or would he have disappeared once he'd got the... Because he'd obviously got the book.
Lucian wasn't making any attempt to flee, he was sleeping.
So he'd have still been there in the morning then.
It would seem so.
What level is he?
What level is Lucian?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem as skilled with a bow.
We haven't actually seen him do much, have
Mendes.
we?
When you guys were in the tomb, the old temple of Stan, he avoided fighting.
Yeah, I was going to say we haven't actually seen him do a great deal of anything.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I think that's an overestimate.
You saw him fire his bow once or twice, and he was not as skilled as Mendes.
Could lost tech him.
Based on the information that you have, he appears to be just another person. So, yeah. Lost would certainly feel as though he has the upper hand.
I think that was what Lost was after.
Do you reckon he could have taken him with half his hit? Well, let's say half a hit point, maybe 2/3, no spell slots, no rages, no completely spent, bar like 15 points of lay on hands.
Do I think? Or does Lost think?
Well, Lost decided he'd probably be better off at full health. That's why he long rested and hasn't already stuck a blade in him.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what I think, because I know everything.
Yeah.
I don't need to think, I know the answer.
Until the dice does me over.
Yeah. But yeah, Lost would certainly feel martially superior to Lucian based on what he's seen.
Yeah.
Just remember as well, you had to save him from the cave. He didn't try to save himself.
Apart from having his burn that then, does he have any other visible weapons?
No.
Is he a magic user though? Have we seen him use magic?
No. The closest you've come to seeing him use magic was Dave saw him respond.
Which
And-
anyone can respond.
I'm wondering if he's got scrolls. I'm wondering if he's like
He does have scrolls in the back.
I wonder if he's like Solomon, basically a level 1 NPC that relies on items.
Just a wonder. Solomon is another character
From the last campaign.
from the last campaign, so from the previous adventure in Cabran, which took place 200 years before this campaign.
I'm not sure if we mentioned, this is the third campaign, isn't it?
This is the third campaign, yeah. The first campaign, the characters got, including the second visit to it, the characters got to level 15. The second campaign, the characters got to level 10. That was the longest one by far, at about 2 years.
And then got screwed by a beholder.
Yeah, he got screwed by a beholder.
It was a bittersweet ending.
It was. The fall of Nirvana that they keep referring to, these guys, these players were a part of that, a huge part of that.
Responsible for it.
Yeah. Nirvana, which
Done
is,
a lot.
which was a massive super city with well over sort of 10 million people living there in the centre of Cabranth, which, by the way, used to be a desert. Nirvana was controlled behind a curtain by a beholder, and these guys went and killed the beholder and lost 3 players in the process. Was it 3 or 2? 2 players in the process.
2 players in the NPC. It was Solomon, Nivea and Darwin.
Yeah. Solomon was, unbeknown to Naivia, was Naivia's great grandfather. And their family had a family curse on it, which meant that each one of them was hunted down and killed by.
Because that was going to be part of it at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The shadows were going to come after her.
Yeah, so the Shadow Stalkers, which is fiends from the Shadowfell, would hunt them down and kill them. And Solomon was cursed to see the last of his line die. When he was cursed like that, he had 3 sons, several grandchildren, and he had to watch all of them die, right down to including Naivia, who was the last of his line.
And that's when he died.
And that's when he died, yeah. That was great. It was Benedictus, the armed man, playing in the background. Google it. It was.
We was all together. We was camping.
We was all together. We was on our camping holiday. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning.
In the dark.
And by torchlight, we had to watch Naivia die and Mozu make a balls up of reading out our eulogy.
We read out the letter that she'd left and blew his nose in it.
No, blew his nose in it, yeah.
Letter pouring out all her feelings, and you can have all my shit in my house. I'm gonna blow my nose in it.
Yeah, that one really did make for, or would have made for really good entertainment. Good times.
Indeed.
I still cry when I hear that music now.
That's because you're weak. And because I'm great at telling a story. I'm about a quarter into this bottle now, and
What, you was driving on his own?
nope. It'll be a really fast drive if we do.
We don't advocate drink driving.
Yeah, all modesty is gone.
There was some modesty.
I'm the best.
He drinks much more, he's sleeping down here.
I'm finished.
Do we have any questions? More specifically, do we have any viewers left at this point?
Viewers, we have 14 viewers. Which ain't bad because I didn't do all the shares this week. So normally I share it on loads of groups.
And
we're
James
not-
normally puts a few
We're
shares
not
out
even
as well.
gaming anymore, we're just chatting.
We're just chatting now. We're just chatting bollocks.
Yes.
Reminiscing like old men.
Well, now we're a lad.
Speak for
You
yourself.
were lucky to be a lad.
You're lucky to be a lad.
Back in my day, you were born old, and then you got to work.
You had to get up an hour before we go to bed. You don't like there is any questions. I'll tell you what we'll do. Whilst we've got 10 more minutes, why not use the time that we've said? Also, because we're trying to get on the Facebook affiliate program. We have to have 3 hours worth of content each week, so that's why we're talking bollocks for half an hour.
Well, we do this anyway after we finish gaming, so it's a look
Yeah.
into what happens afterwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
We finished early.
Peeking behind the curtain, I'm sorry. What was I saying?
Should use this time.
Use this time to do what?
You said you were going to do something.
Affiliate. Yeah, we're trying to get affiliate. We'd like some advertising. We'd like to get a better camera, and maybe more than one, and also a better microphone, so it doesn't sound like we're all stood at the back of the church.
Can't go in church, feet burn.
Depends on the church.
Yeah.
We went to a church with Rob before and he ran round it, and we was at Richard's brother's wedding. He ran round screaming.
Yeah, but it was 20 months old.
Yeah, but you was doing the same.
I can believe that. I truly can.
No comment.
So anyway, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
We'll probably leave it here because we ran out of things to say quite a while ago.
No, we need 8 more minutes.
We need more followers and things yet.
Should we have another contest?
Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to talk about our idea of having some players join us, some of our watchers, some of our viewers. So
Yeah, a few people have asked, haven't they, if they could join in games and things.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is run a one shot to test how it works, because I don't know how we're going to do it yet. I think we could make our Discord channel into like a public channel.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Or we could set up another one.
Yeah, set up a Divering Fights one.
Yeah, we could do that. And essentially what we're going to be doing is it's going to be quite... We're going to be in the same universe and in the same time frame, but you're going to be separate from the players in this one shot. And then if it works, if the process works, then we're going to have a guest each week. That's what we said, didn't we?
You're asking me to remember things.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we said. We're going to have a guest each week, so we'll do a competition during a session, and then whoever wins the following week, they can join the game.
So Patrick each week.
Here's an alternative. Any DMs out there?
Ha! Yeah. Anybody want to be a guest DM? I'd be okay with that. No, I wouldn't. I said it out loud, and then I realised I wouldn't.
No, I mean,
No.
like, so if someone wants to host a one-shot,
What, we'll go play in their one shot?
yeah, I'm too lazy to write my own.
Oh, Connor. So much fun. Yeah, so I know Kevin was interested. Patrick. I'd love for Patrick to join in, because Patrick's our fan.
We've been with us since the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is indeed.
So, yeah, that's the plan for that one. So we'll do that. You know, maybe we should set a date on that. Where are we now?
We never lost the third, I think.
The 3rd of July.
Currently on the 3rd.
Lucy's birthday tomorrow.
I can write a one shot relatively quickly and then prep it. So if we say we'll do it.
I have one written if you want to do the work.
No, I want a good one. If we do it for the 17th. 17th, there we are. On the 17th, we will do a one shot. So we've got 4 players, so I'm going to say another 4 players. I can manage 8 players. So we'll have 4 fans. I'm using that word loosely. Maybe I should use the word viewers instead. 4 viewers can join us for a one shot.
How's the show work?
Or somebody got a lift. Anyway,
You don't know anybody else give him a lift.
The car beeped and it looked like
We're
you
all
was necking
here.
your drink.
sorry, we're there now. 2 hours and 15 minutes, we're there. Way! Thanks everyone for bearing with us. We've got 11 viewers right now. We had 12 when I started talking bollocks. Thank you to the 11 people that stuck around.
If you want to take part of a one-shot, if you want to host one.
Yeah, if you want to take part in the one shot,
Yeah, definitely.
We'll get a post up on the page.
we'll
about
put a
it
post
as
up on the
well.
page. I'll tell you what I'm going to ask for. Is I'm going to ask for a character concept. So using any of the published materials in the books, come up with a character idea. You don't have to fill out a full character sheet, and then Sarah will put the post out. Do that tonight. Yeah. And then respond to that. So if it can be as simple as I am a barbarian pirate.
Right, next idea.
It can be as simple as that, or you can go into as much detail as you want with our backstories. And basically, we're going to pick the 4 best ideas, and you can join our one shot on the 17th of July. Which will be fun.
Yes.
It'll be first level character. Actually, no, first level sucks for a one shot.
Mm.
Be third level,
Hmm.
and then you've got some class abilities and things to play with. So.
Any reference material? Like working as well as, or does it have to be published? These are things we should
Just
probably-
publish stuff, yeah, just
Toilet,
publish
yeah.
stuff. It will be in the world of Western Cabranth, so as you see on the map now, which we do have a copy of this on our page. So Sarah, if you can add that into the post. In fact, to tell you what, I'll stick up the PDF that I gave the players about Western Cabranth. So there we are. Hopefully that'll be plenty of funds and we'll have some good times. I really appreciate everybody coming and watching us today and enjoying our story with us. It's always great. And we'll see you next week for more divering and maybe some fighting.
Quite possibly.
Definitely some divering.
Definitely some divering.
Hopefully some explaining.
Bye everyone.
It's alright.
Bye.